Good morning, good afternoon. Let's talk. This is trending on Twitter. A lot going on. We need to talk about it, girl. I'm going to hear y'all discuss Ayesha Curry and this red table talk. So, Jada Pinkett has her red table talk and she has the discussions and she had some NBA wives on there, the elite of the NBA. They had the Currys on there. And Ayesha Curry was there and some other women who I don't know. I'm just going to be honest, I don't know were there. And of course, what's that girl name? Jada, what is Jada's daughter's name? I can't think of her name. I with my hair back and forth, I can't think. Willow. Willow was there too. So we had so many generations of women, black married women, and they were discussing being married to an NBA player, a famous NBA player. And girl, I'm just gonna tell y'all, I want y'all to be very opinionated in this live stream because I know a lot of you all that watch me are women, and I want to have a discussion about like marriage really quick. We're not gonna be on live too long because I got a lot of work to do. I got to do Game of Thrones reviews and everything else. But what is going on? What's going on? So I watched it. I watched to probably like the 15-minute mark. And there were some things that was said that it had me kind of conflicted. Let me make sure I'm sharing this link on Twitter for everybody. Men never had to deal with other men disrespecting them in their face. Why does someone keep sharing KK Fashion Doc? What is that? What is that? What are we doing? Somebody trying to tell somebody? Well, this video will be up later. So I'm going to play a part in the interview that rubbed me the wrong way. Let me see if I can find it first. But yeah, let's just talk. So Ayesha Curry has gotten some backlash for some stuff she said when she said that women should cover up. Like, this is not a direct quote, but remember she had gone viral for saying that women should cover up and they should respect themselves. Blah, 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 blah. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. And then also when her man lost that game, she was saying that it was rigged and da 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 da. So Ayesha has gotten a lot of backlash. Like, sis has gotten a lot. Some stuff I would say will be projecting. I did enjoy Jamila Lemieux when she shared the thread on Twitter. She was saying that a lot of women, rightfully so, have issues with Ayesha Curry because of what they've been taught and what society has told them what they should be: married, desirable, in a relationship, like a mother or kids, like all of that. So all of what society has projected on women, Ayesha Curry is. She is. I think Ayesha is starting to realize what is going on, and I don't think she's necessarily. I don't think she's like intentionally being a bad person or being willfully ignorant or whatever. I think sis is starting to get it. So when I watched the interview, let me pull it up. Ayesha Curry. Let me put this interview up. Girl, I was a little shook because these were all these black women, all of which were light skinned, were talking about their marriages. And all of the NBA wives, like this is something that we should be like proud of, quote unquote, happy for. And these women were teary-eyed talking about them having like to deal with stuff in this marriage. And it was like, damn, like you would expect these folks to say, yes, I enjoy this. I love being able to, do things like being a stay-at-home mom and travel, and I enjoy like these women got on this stuff and started talking about, girl, this shit is not what I thought it was. Like, I see my husband probably 6 hours every other week or something. They start talking about all this stuff that comes with being an NBA wife, and I was like, God damn, like, and you saw one of the wives she was a girlfriend or whatever. She had got engaged the night prior to them filming this episode of Red Table Talk. And like people was like, oh my gosh, yes, girl, the ring. Let me see that. Happy for you. Da 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 da. But when they started talking about in depth of being a wife, girl, it was garbage. Like none of them had a lot of nice stuff to say other than their kids, like them having a family and stuff. Like that was the only like thing that I was getting from that. Like it was just you work. We spent so much time on putting marriage on this thing, put it on like this pedestal or whatever. Like this is the one above all. Like you have got to get married. You got to do this and that. And girl, when you get it, like it ain't even what you think it is. And it may be some of the reasons, maybe because you were pressured to be married, but that you end up being with somebody that you probably thought would bring you some happiness, but really truly didn't bring you no happiness, or probably you didn't even have no true desire to be married to begin with, and you just did it because society pressured you to be. Like it was just interesting. Like they were talking about this shit. And girl, Ayesha Curry was teary-eyed. Ayesha Curry was sharing like her anxiety. And I didn't get to the episode, I didn't get further on in the episode where she talked about she had to be on medication. I don't know if that's true, but that is the conversation on social media. And they're saying that, you know, Ayesha did open up and say that she had to take some anxiety medication. And that was one of the like things of like her being a wife, and sometimes like the groupies be doing too much. She said the groupies be after her man and she be feeling uncomfortable. She don't know what to do. Like it's too much. And she also said that Steph Curry is very friendly. So she doesn't know how to like, when she's standing next to him, he's very friendly. She don't know because she recognized these, you know, some of these women might seem like they're nice, but they might be trying to get with him. And here's my thing. When we talk about cheating, and even me realizing it for somebody who's in a relationship, like they are so worried about women or groupies getting at their man. It's like, do your man not have a say so to say, hey, no, I'm married? Like we're putting so much emphasis on we're putting so much on just the women, the groupies or whatever, and trying to get my man. But your man has to consent to it first. Like, are these women just like snatching like this? This ain't no obsessed type of situation. I know we all saw the movie with Obsessed. We saw the movie with Beyonce and Idris Elba. Like, your man has to consent to this. So these women can be flirting with your man, all of that, but your man has to step in and say, hey, I'm married. Like this and that. Like, I don't, like, what is this, like, we're putting so much on the woman saying, oh my gosh, they are after my man, da 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 da, and they need to stop. Like, I know stories of women raping men happen. I know that, and I'm not, you know, dismissing that. But girl, we're talking about power dynamics. It's a lot. We've heard so many, like men are out here like abusing women, rape, like we know that. Like, girl, come on, let's look at statistics. Like, I mean, girl, we're not saying that this shit does not exist. But to think that a groupie has more control of your husband than he has of his own self. And then while I'm talking about this, let me pull it up, because Jada Pinkett made an interesting comment that made me look at her sideways. And I want to make sure y'all are able to hear this. Jada Pinkett was saying, well, you know, when men see beautiful women, sometimes they have a primal instinct to react because they see beautiful bodies. So just because a man sees a beautiful body, he now has some type of agency over this one's body. Like she doesn't have a will say, like, if a man wants it, he can get it. Like, it's just, I'm just confused. I'm not gonna play it. I want to make sure y'all can hear it.
Procreation, men, when they see.
Okay, can y'all hear it? Were y'all able to hear that part so I can go ahead and play the whole thing? Yes, sis did say that. Sis said that. Okay, we can hear. So let me go back because I'm enjoying this conversation. Sis, this is it. Y'all make sure y'all sharing it on social media because I'm enjoying this. So I'm gonna go back and rewind and play a little bit.
I know who I am.
Now she's talking about her daughter, you know, seeing some women kind of flirt with Will Smith, and you know, she said her daughter has sometimes like stop what was happening or whatever. And now Jada is saying, like, sis, I know who I am. I know I'm a wife or whatever. Just I'm can let it play.
And more importantly, he knows who I am, right? So the responsibility really is more on the I think the men, but also you have to have a internal space of confidence. It's like, because at the end of the day, that's part of it. A lot of women will get, bad reps for being gold diggers or what have you, right? So you realize how for procreation, men, when they see beautiful women and beautiful bodies, they react because it's a primal thing. But when women see power, it's the same thing. It's not about gold digging.
Whew, girl. She said it's a primal instinct. So it's a primal instinct that men don't it's a primal instinct for men. And it's also a primal instinct for women. But women should control it more than men. I'm not understanding that. Like, where is the accountability? Like, I have so many questions because I'm like, what is this saying? Like, I have to put this shit up on Instagram because I have so many questions. Like, what does that mean? She said it's oh my gosh. Like, it's just too much. It's too much.
Respectful. Now we got an issue, because I know who I am. And more importantly, he knows who I am, right? So the responsibility really is more on I think the men, but also you have to have a internal space of confidence. It's like, because at the end of the day, that's part of it. A lot of women will get, bad reps for being gold diggers or what have you, right? So you realize how for procreation, men, when they see beautiful women and beautiful bodies, they react because it's a primal thing. But when women see power, it's the same thing. It's not about gold digging. It's a primal response.
She says a primal response. Oh God, like, ooh. I guess I'm just confused. And I think Jada is also saying, like, it's like she's saying this for both, but it's just, where does the accountability lie at? Where does the accountability lie at? Like, you're saying that both of them have these desires that they, can't control their natural, but you're putting so much, like, y'all sitting here dragging groupies for this shit, for having instinct, but y'all are not, no way, shape, or form, dragging the men and with the same energy. Like, I just don't get it. It's just like, girl, she talking about biology. Like, she said it's a primal instinct. Like, girl, these hoes out here talking like we primates. Like we out here like cavemen. Come on, internalize misogyny, because that's all it is. Ayesha Curry is your average woman influenced by patriarchy. Nothing special. It's not unique. That's all it is. But the thing about this is that these women have a large audiences. And so when they have conversations like this, it's not the average internalized misogyny as a woman who is, working in HR. Well, I wouldn't even use HR because she can internalize this shit. That's another subject. But a woman who, like a bank teller or something. Like, these women are speaking to millions. Like, this video has already 1 million, 2 million views. So she's speaking to a large audience, and people will take that and say, oh, okay, you know what? Yes, these groupies are out here doing this. Like, these side chicks out here making it hard for me. Like, it sounds like a Destiny's Child song. Like, you make it hard for women who love themselves. I don't love myself because I like sex and I like, men. Like, I would say that it is garbage for you to be chasing after a married man or a married woman. I would think if they are in a relationship or whatever and they have something going on, it is garbage. Unless that relationship is okay, like their relationship is open and they have had their relationship, they have made rules to fit stuff like that. Like, girl, yeah, you can go out and have you a side chick, I can have me a side man, like all that type of stuff. And also, girl, I'm having a brain fart. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I just have so many questions. The video reinforces the misogyny that some women have already internalized. Girl, it's just I don't like that there's a lack of accountability for the men. It's just y'all will sit up here and I'm gonna tell you what will happen. If the men were to cheat, the blame will be put on the groupies versus the man. Because 9 times out of 10, the woman is going to stay with the man. She gonna stay with him. I mean, how many times have we saw in our lives and also in media and celebrities' lives where the man cheats on the woman and they get back together, like they're back in a relationship. And how often do we see a woman cheat on a man and they get back together? I'm gonna tell you what happens if a woman does cheat on a man in a marriage. Girl, she is going to get dragged boots. Sister's going to get reprimanded and by folks who not even in her marriage. Like, sis will get all of it. And then she's probably not going to get taken back by her husband. And it's not the same energy because I'm going to tell you why. Because women should be able to control their instincts, quote unquote. And men should be able to live their lives and do whatever they want to because it's natural. Girl, make it make sense. Make it make sense. I just don't get it. So I honestly don't think none of these women on this panel are truly, truly happy. They were so teary-eyed talking about this shit. They going through so much stress and stuff. So it's like, damn, is it even worth it? Is it even worth it? And I think that's what we need to talk about. These men need to be held accountable so we can stop being like this. It just doesn't make any sense. And for us to say, oh girl, they should be able to do whatever they want. Like, they're men. Like, they see a woman and they naturally, because they want to procreate. If you think men are having sex like that to procreate, girl, you got another thing coming. Because if you're saying that, then you're also, people can use the same argument to probably support rape. Oh, girl, I'm just trying to procreate. Like, and there's different types of rape. There's so many. Like, there's like somebody can influence somebody, like pressure them to have sex, and they can consent, but they feel like if they don't, something might happen. Versus, I think when we think of rape, we think of somebody like jumping on somebody, like doing that. But there's so many versions of rape. Yeah, I'm not seeing the purpose of it too, Cheyenne, if I'm saying your name. I'm not. That's not what she meant. So Black Butterfly, what do you mean? Because she said it was a primal instinct. So what is it? I'm going to start reading some comments now. So I'm going to give us about 5 more minutes. So what is she, Black Butterfly, what does she mean? Explain it to me. Ayesha at the red table crying about the cookie cutter marriage, but you're trying to sell his pots and pans and cook with bagger. Miss Peter is dragging. I don't see where she was blaming just the women in the clip you played. I don't think she was just blaming women, but I think her energy was more towards the women because she was saying that men have a primal instinct and also women do. But on this table, they're talking about groupies going after their men, and it makes them feel uncomfortable. And it sounds like for many that they're like, I would not be worried about it if I was in a relationship and married to somebody who is like truly committed to my relationship. Now, if he's not truly committed to my relationship, the groupies don't even have to come after him. He might seek after them. Imagine Cardi had cheated. That reminds me of the ignorant nonsense Christians say about gays and how they choose not to procreate. Garbage ass rhetoric. Do not live in Stone Age, baby. I took it as she's saying we are naturally attracted to other people, but at the end of the day, we are responsible for our own action and choices. So that means that if a man is approached by a groupie and then they end up having some type of sexual relationship or something that might disrespect the marriage or relationship they are in, whose responsibility is it? Is it both parties, or is it just mainly the groupies because she quote unquote went after her? Make it make sense. Men and women, let me say, these comments move so she's saying she having anxiety with the groupies when she should be confident in her relationship. She's insecure working out on groupies. Yep, I think that. I think she meant men and women are naturally attracted to other men or women, but they have to have confidence in themselves and their partners. Yeah. the man is responsible. I think both parties are responsible. Women are putting, I think the person who is in a relationship is responsible, honestly. The person who is married is responsible. I have a friend who believes that women are intellectually superior to men, and that's why they constantly fuck up relationships. However, I don't really agree with this. What do you think? I'm a little confused with that. Whoever's in the relationship is the one responsible. Like, girl, might not believe in marriages and shit. I might not. So, and girl, we do disrespectful shit all the time, girl. We cut folks off on the freeway all the time. So, girl, that shit is disrespectful to me, bitch. Don't cut me off on no freeway. Both parties are responsible for whatever they choose to. I'm not sure when biology overpowers psychology. Why are we discussing mating and sexual reproduction but ignoring consciousness and cognition? Girl, same question. Is no one responsible to respect y'all's marriage but the two spouses, period? I should marry him, had 3 kids, and still walking in the spirit of pick me. I don't get it. She's forever belittling women, trying to make herself look more worthy. They disregard the term self-control for men. Why they don't? I feel like you're taking out as context. I prefer Adrian's commentary so much better because he's more informed by it. Your perspective is unbiased or ill-informed. And that's fine. I mean, girl, we'll go to Adrian's channel, go watch The Librarian and him discuss this. I haven't even seen Adrian talk about this subject yet. Not saying he won't, but I haven't seen it. So, girl, she sounded a little pressed about that, didn't it, girl? I don't understand. If you don't like the conversation, then get out of it. Why are you still in this motherfucker watching me? That shit makes no sense to me. That shit makes no. On the whole, feel like she belittled them. Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Cicely. That's what I'm saying. Me and Adrian have the same viewpoints when it comes to that. Me and Adrian have dragged men on shit like this so many times. So I don't. Girl, I don't get what the fuck she was saying. She pressed like a panini and a pancake stuck between 2 realms. Multiverse hell. Yeah, me and Adrian disagreed on some couple of things before, but I think on this, we definitely agree. We've said this so many times. I don't feel belittled by Ayesha, but she does little women that she feels is support. I do get a type of superiority complex from her, but I think society has allowed her to have this complex. If you know someone is married and your trifling ass pursues the married person, you are just as wrong, and karma will get you along. Lad, I don't believe in karma. I don't know if I believe in that. How can you claim not to be responsible? I don't know. It's kind of complicated, but you have to look at everybody does not view marriage as this precious thing. Everybody, so you can't tell everybody to view it as this precious thing. Like they don't. Especially, I don't even think we treat it as a precious thing because all the shit is that is going on. You know when somebody's married, I read that. I had this debate with a friend. She thinks women responsibility. Her argument is all women. Ooh, girl, these comments moving so fast. I can't read them. So I had this debate with a friend, and she thinks it's the women's responsibility. Her argument is all women just band together and said no to these niggas. No one will be able to cheat. And how many instances have we heard of women, like men, going out and telling women that they're not married? How many instances have we heard of men taking off their wedding bands and shit? Like, girl, come on, sis. Let's be serious. Just did you hear what the game posted yesterday about blaming women for men cheating? I don't look to the game for no type of conversations on anything. She ain't gonna stop this superiority complex unless she gets cheated on. Sad truth, but some of these pick-me's, that's only what they get. Only way they get humble. And there was this conversation. There was this thread. I'm gonna have to go and find it. And it was talking about Danielle Thomas. And she was talking about pick me culture not pick me culture, but pick me does not end with a ring. I'm gonna read what she said. Let me see, girl. She's on Twitter. Her name is Unfit Christian. Liv! And she's on she has a podcast, Unfit Christian. This is cute. So I'm gonna read her thread because I know I retweeted it. This is what she said. Ayesha Curry watched the because of the core of Pick Me, a merciless desire to be centered in male validation. There's nothing wrong with desiring romantic partnership, but when the desire comes at the expense of your peace, it's a problem. Ayesha repeatedly states her distaste, irritation, and annoyance with the women who supposedly want her husband. She does so on Red Table Talk and has done in social discourse before. Watch her body language. Same thing. Ayesha also states on the episode of Red Table Talk that she generalized anxiety for which she takes medication, though she doesn't directly state that the medication for her is for her insecurities, as she called them. This is in parentheses. As she called them, not me. It's easy to observe that these insecurities make her anxious. Ayesha also tells us of her frustration that she sees all the women come for her husband, but she hasn't received male attention over 10 years. She is genuinely sad and distressed by the feeling of being unattractive, of not being enough. And that's quite interesting because if we're talking about desirability, shit, Ayesha is on the peak of desirability. She light skinned, slim. Well, I would say she's kind of. I would say kind of slim fit, light brown eyes. Like she is what we would see in the videos and stuff. Like she is the peak of desirability. Like I'm kind of confused, but sis doesn't feel like she's getting as much attention as her husband. This is interesting. So, Dre, not a pick me is literally down on other women to prop yourself in a pedestal for men to look at you. I've spread how she says she gets no male attention. Come on, Brittany Lee. Ayesha equals society desirability. So many people get married just to feel the validation. So social media definitely is part of the reason behind that. Wow, she sounds very insecure, but and I feel bad for her. I really feel bad for Ayesha because she is a successful Black woman in her own right. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. This is a lot. Like, sis, like I'm a little envious of her because sis got coins, bitch. Like, I'm looking at my coins from this month, like from prom. I'm like, girl, I don't think I'm gonna be as straight as I was last month because I didn't bring in as much revenue. And girl, I don't have the biggest, like the big, a massive platform that she has and all this stuff. But I think sometimes we're looking at what the shit is surface and we're not looking at other stuff. Like, girl, it's a lot. It's a lot. I would think she would be happy. But what makes her happy don't probably make me happy. Because I'm worried about coins, girl. I'm broke. Like, bitch, I need some money to pay these bills. I'm tired of making payment arrangements. I just want to pay my light bill on time, one time. I want to pay my phone bill on time, one time. It'll only take one time. I feel as if Ayesha is just speaking from pure insecurities. I don't get hoish vibes whatsoever from Stefan. Just because we don't see it don't mean it ain't going on, though. And I would not be surprised if Steph Curry did, or Stephen Curry, whatever his name is this week, did cheat on her at one point in time. Thanks for clearing up that for me. I'm over here like, why is she a pick me? Because she doesn't want to show off her goods and stuff. I get it now. Yes! We love information and receiving it. I think the reason she's worried, even though Steph seems like a good man, is because I don't think you want to think my man would never, because plenty of women have said that and still got cheated on. That is true. If you are a soft-spoken, quiet personality, how do you expect to receive some attention as a world-famous NBA player? I'm hollering at you, Justin. I just want to pay this mortgage and daycare on time. Girl, listen, daycare high as hell, girl. So let's give a round of applause for LC over here playing mortgage and daycare. Girl, that's a lot. I saw payments that I can't imagine. Oh, somebody said Beyonce got cheated on. Ain't nobody say. I enjoyed this conversation. I'm going to have to reach out to my other girl, Ayesha Gaines, because sis be out here. I want her to talk about this. I need to hear what sis has to say about this shit. But I got to get to work, y'all. There's some things I got to work on. I got to do my Game of Thrones review. I also have some other things to work on, like Portia's stuff. I got to do Portia stuff, Real Housewives of Potomac, a King of Reed's TV video, a lot stuff. So now I did talk about my channel membership. I know some of you all have heard me talk about it, but if you would like to become a channel member, I will put the link up for you all to get it. What a channel member is, you will get premium access to all of my content. You will get access to all of my premium content, meaning live streams that will not be made public, and also early dibs on videos that have not been published and videos that won't be made public. Like so many perks and stuff. And this discounts on merchandise. It's a lot of stuff. I'm trying to build a community. And you know, so many people have reached out and said, like, how can I support you? Do you have a Patreon? I have a Patreon, but I do not use. I just have the name just in case. But I do have YouTube is trying to do this kind of Patreon-esque type of situation, and they're doing it in the channel membership stuff. So I'm going to post the link. Let me see if I can post it, girl. Oh, girl, it won't let me post the link, girl. And y'all getting out the live. Y'all said, girl, we don't worry about you charging for shit. So here's the links for you to sign up. I think it's like $4.99 per month or whatever. And it's no like contract or whatever. You can sign up and get exclusive rights to content. I will be doing a Wasted Wednesday this Wednesday. And I also will be doing a private Wasted Wednesday for those who, who are channel members. So, girl, we're going to get into the real tea after the main tea. Yes. Ayesha and Beyonce are no different than us. Come on, Nina, with the tea this evening. So I love y'all so much. Make sure y'all sign up for my channel membership. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, and I'll see y'all later on tonight. Bye.